Sleek, fast, and terrifying, the Viking longships, known as drakkars, were the key to the Norsemen's dominance of the seas. With dragon-headed prows and unmatched versatility, these ships weren't just vessels of conquest. They were symbols of Viking ingenuity and power. Join us as we explore the story of the drakkars, their engineering brilliance, and the role they played in one of history's most daring naval battles. The origins of the drakkar date back to the early Viking Age, around the 8th century. Built primarily from oak, these longships were crafted using clinker construction, a technique where overlapping planks were fastened together, creating a flexible yet sturdy hull. This design allowed the ships to handle rough seas and glide effortlessly through rivers and shallow waters. With their symmetrical shapes, drakkars could easily reverse direction without needing to turn around, a critical advantage during raids. Did you know that the word drakkar comes from the Old Norse word for dragon? The fierce dragon carvings on their prows were meant to intimidate enemies and protect the crew from sea monsters. What made the drakkar so revolutionary was its speed and adaptability. Powered by both sails and oars, these ships could reach speeds of up to 15 knots, making them ideal for surprise attacks. The shallow draft allowed them to navigate rivers, while the lightweight design enabled crews to carry the ships overland when necessary. The combination of speed, stealth, and mobility made the drakkar a nightmare for coastal settlements across Europe. Viking raiders often struck without warning, thanks to the drakkar's ability to approach quietly under the cover of night, using only oars to propel them. Beyond their practical design, drakkars were deeply symbolic. The carved dragon heads at the front of the ships were believed to ward off evil spirits and strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. For the Vikings, the drakkar was more than a tool of war. It was a statement of their power, dominance, and connection to the sea. According to some sagas, Viking sailors would remove the dragon heads before returning home to avoid frightening the spirits of their own villages. One of the most famous naval battles involving Viking longships was the Battle of Svolder, fought around the year 1000 CE. This battle pitted the Norwegian king Olaf Tryggvason against a coalition of enemies, including the kings of Denmark and Sweden. Olaf's fleet, consisting of drakkars and other longships, was ambushed near the island of Svolder in the Baltic Sea. Outnumbered but determined, Olaf's fleet fought bravely. The drakkars played a crucial role in the battle's opening stages, allowing the Norwegians to maneuver quickly and launch counterattacks. However, as the battle progressed, the overwhelming numbers of the enemy fleet began to take their toll. Olaf's flagship, the Ormen Lange, Long Serpent in Vikings language, was said to be the largest and most impressive drakkar of its time. Its size and speed made it a fearsome presence on the battlefield. Despite the strategic advantages of the drakkars, Olaf Tryggvason's forces were eventually overwhelmed. Refusing to be captured, Olaf leapt into the sea and disappeared, marking the end of the battle. The coalition's victory at Svolder solidified their control over parts of Scandinavia, but the legacy of the drakkar lived on as a symbol of Viking resilience and naval dominance. Although Olaf was defeated, his reputation as a legendary Viking leader remained intact, and his exploits continued to be celebrated in Norse sagas. The drakkar wasn't just a ship, it was a masterpiece of engineering and a cultural icon that defined an era of exploration, conquest, and adventure. Today, its legacy lives on in museums, historical reenactments, and popular culture, but its greatest legacy is the role it played in shaping the course of European history. What are your thoughts about the drakkars? What other boats and ships you can recall as iconics in humans' history? Leave your thoughts on the comment section. Remember to subscribe and leave a thumbs up. See you in another trip into the past.